Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Commander, and today we're going to be going over your graphic settings in Call of Duty Warzone. I know a lot of people right now are either building their own computers or buying pre-built, so it's very imperative that you get the right graphic settings because this is a first-person shooter, and you want performance over graphic quality really in this. So let's go over the settings. Okay, so to get to your graphic settings, click on Options, third one over, Graphics. So you want to have it in full screen. You don't want to have it in anything else because it's going to increase input lag if it's a full screen windowless. You want it in full screen so that way there's no input lag. You want it on the monitor you're playing on. So this is my 1440p monitor. This one's my 1080. Just make sure it's the correct monitor. Make sure it definitely sees your GPU. The screen refresh rate, you want to make sure that's the highest one possible because this is going to help increase your performance and connection with the GPU. They're going to work together on that. Make sure this is 100%. This should be what your native monitor settings are. The aspect ratio is automatic. VSync is disabled. You don't need that. For my custom frame rate limit, it kind of depends on what your GPU can put out and what your monitor is. Even though my monitor is 165 hertz, I have it at 200 just in case there's any spikes. I want to have a little more than what it can handle, so that's what I have. And then I have it at 1630 for the menu custom and out of focus because I don't want the GPU to constantly be working really hard. Then it kind of overheats and then your performance will go down. NVIDIA highlights I have disabled because that will just eat up your frames. The reflex low latency I have enabled plus boost. Anything that's going to help with your latency, you definitely want that. Your display gamma, I have 2.2 sRGB. Now, this down here too is also very, very important. The texture resolution I have on as very low. You're going to see from here on down, it's mostly like lower off. This eats up a lot of VRAM. Look at the difference between very low and high. That's going to decrease performance significantly. This is Call of Duty. This isn't an RPG. This isn't like Skyrim where you want it to look beautiful like a movie. No, this you want to kill people. You want to kill the other players in the game, and you want to have better performance than them. You want this on very low. You don't need it to look pretty. This one, the texture filter, low. Particle quality, I have this one on high. The bullet impacts and sprays enabled. If someone's shooting at you and they're hitting the wall, you want to see where it's coming from. Tessellation disabled. On-demand texture streaming disabled. This, I tried it out. It does eat up frames, so I don't use that. Streaming quality normal. This one too, the shadow map resolution. Watch this. Low to extra. It doesn't look like a lot, but in game, that eats up a lot of frames. You don't want that. So low. You want this disabled. Both the shadows disabled. You don't want any shadows. Particle lighting low. Ray tracing. You do not want that on. Look at that. No, don't need that. The ambient occlusion disabled. Screen space reflection also disabled. The anti-aliasing. You want that off. I don't know why that was turned on. Depth of field disabled. Filmic strength 0. The motion blur, you do not want that. That's going to make you sick anyway. None of these. You don't want any of these on. And then the filmic grain is also 0. So again, you want to decrease your VRAM usage as much as possible without significantly making it look like a potato. So that's why you want this to be at 100%. If this is lower, it's really going to look like a potato. But these settings here that we just went over, this is going to give you optimal performance. Again, you do not need this game to look beautiful. It's a first-person shooter. The goal of this game is to kill the enemy players. If it was a role-playing game, sure, maximize everything out, make it look beautiful. But this right here is what you want if you just got a computer, especially if you have a NVIDIA graphics card. I hope this does help you guys, and if it does, please consider subscribing so that way you're aware of when future videos come out. Thank you guys. Enjoy.